Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Impunity. Noun. Impunibly, impunitive. Exemption or freedom from punishment, harm, or loss. Protection from negative consequences resulting from an action. Postulate or postulate, verb and noun. Postulation, postulational, postulative, postulatory. To assert, request, necessitate. To assume without proof to be true. To assume. Assumption or axiom. Posit. A prerequisite. A basic rule or principle. Diplomatic immunity grants certain foreign officials impunity from prosecution in their host countries. The impunity gap in international law allows some war criminals to escape justice. The impunity index of the country rose sharply, indicating a decline in the rule of law. Journalists in some regions risk their lives to report on the impunity of powerful figures. Impunibly, the company continued to violate labor laws despite repeated warnings. The regime's impunitive approach to human rights abuses drew international condemnation. The dictator ruled with impunity, facing no consequences for his brutal actions. Corrupt officials often act with impunity, protected by their powerful connections. Scientists often postulate theories to explain natural phenomena before conducting experiments to prove them. The researcher postulated that climate change would lead to more extreme weather events. Einstein's theory of relativity postulates that the speed of light is constant in all inertial frames of reference. Philosophers have long postulated about the nature of consciousness and free will. In geometry, Euclid's postulates are fundamental assumptions upon which other theorems are built. The detective postulated various scenarios to explain the crime scene evidence. Economic models often rely on postulated relationships between variables. The postulatory approach in mathematics involves starting with a set of basic assumptions. Postulational thinking is crucial in developing new scientific hypotheses. The theory's postulates were challenged by recent experimental findings. Postulatory systems in logic provide a framework for deductive reasoning. Theologians often engage in postulatory discourse when discussing the nature of divinity. In legal arguments, attorneys may postulate hypothetical situations to illustrate their points. The postulative nature of certain scientific claims makes them difficult to prove conclusively.